Today, I have the privilege of speaking with an absolutely amazing woman. Her name is Jenna Kmitch, and she is the founder of Love Smiles. Now, Jenna's personal journey as a mother to a child who fought cancer led her to create this incredible foundation that brings comfort and joy to children and families during some of their toughest moments. Monsters on Mill Street is teaming up with Love Smiles for something really, really special. And I am just so grateful to have Jen here today to share her story and really the heart behind this amazing, amazing organization. So, Jenna, thank you for being here. Your story is incredibly moving. Would you be willing to share a little bit more about your journey, your daughter's journey, and how it led to the creation of Love Smiles?
Of course. So my daughter was a little over 2 months old when I found a lump on the side of her neck. After a lot of doctor visits and tests at the hospital, it was decided that we needed to remove the lump because of it starting to push on her carotid artery. Surgery was incredible. They were able to remove it in one piece. It didn't do a ton of damage and things to her neck and vocal cords like we were worried about. So we ended up spending 8 days in the hospital. And they had sent the mass out to be tested. And during our stay, the doctor came back and told me that it was cancer. I was shocked. I didn't know what to do or say because it is not at all what we were expecting. After that, we did a few more tests and got to go home. And then after monitoring her for a couple of months, her numbers started to increase. And Sydney had to do 8 rounds of chemo, which was wild and scary, but amazing because she does everything with this smile on her face like a champ. She's incredible. I'm very excited that we have 3 years of remission under our belt, and we are very hopeful this summer to get year number 4 marked off for that as well.
Sydney is an absolutely, absolutely incredible kid, and she's such a strong kid, and she's so bright and so bubbly. And I just want to say, Jenna, as a mom, you are absolutely incredible too. Because one of the things that really goes unseen is the strength of the parents during these situations. When your child is going through something like that, you don't get to fall apart. You have to be the calm. You have to be the safe place, no matter what is happening around you, what storm is unfolding around you. And really that strength, your strength is remarkable. One of the things that Love Smiles does as a charity is to partner with authors and publishers and provide books and story time to children who are in hospital and who are going through cancer treatments. A book is such a simple thing, and yet it can mean so much. From your experience, why does something like this matter so deeply? Why do you believe stories are so important for kids going through these medical treatments?
I think when a child fights cancer, they deserve every escape from reality that we can give them. And I know that that can come from a really good book. That escape might be 5 minutes, it could be an hour. It gives them somewhere else to go besides sitting in those chairs and having to get those treatments.
You are so, so right. And as a mom, I feel this so fiercely. Kids kids need to be kids, no matter where they are or what they're going through. They need to be able to use their imaginations. They need to be able to play, to laugh, to find hope and joy. And if a book can do that, if a book can give them that escape, then that book is powerful. How how did this idea for the Love Smiles Foundation, how did it come to fruition? I know it was based on your experience, but what sparked it? What set this whole amazing organization in motion?
Oh, in the very beginning, this was just an idea, a selfish thought, honestly. I had a conversation with a dear friend who I miss so much, who had been through cancer herself. And I explained to her that I felt very guilty because my baby was going to be fine and my baby was going home. And I know that that's not always the case. And I know that not everybody has the same journey when it comes to childhood cancer. And I thought I was blessed with her age because of how naive to it all she was. She had no idea. Still, at 5, she doesn't fully understand what she went through. So I had a lot of guilt. And I kept asking and thinking, like, what can I do? What should I do? What should I do? And I thought, I can't make it go away for anybody, no matter how badly I want to. But what I can do is I can try to give parents something. And I thought about, like, what did I want? What did I want in all of that crazy? What would have been helpful? And for me, I wanted more calm. I wanted more peaceful moments because you get so busy in the, well, we have this appointment at this day, and we have to be at the hospital this day, and then you're hospital packing, and it's so many things. And I remember they would laugh at me at the hospital because I'd come in with her stroller and a backpack and all these things. And it was like, you were moving in because you'd bring so many things. And it was hard because you just get so wrapped in all of that that you don't get in a lot of those quiet, peaceful moments that you normally could have. And I thought, okay, how do I give that? When were Sydney and I at our best? When were we having those moments? And I knew for me, it was at night when I'd read her a story. I was a firm believer in reading to Sydney every day. We still do. And I know that when we were in the hospital, that was hard because we didn't have the books and the things that we could have had at home. Because when you're packing everything, you don't always think about packing books. And I just kept thinking, like, oh, like we're missing our story time. And it was so quiet and so normal for she and I to do. And after that conversation, it was like a light bulb of, well, I can't do a lot of things, but I can do this. And so it became about just trying to give parents that 5 minutes with their kid. And now I can tell you that we do that. And it's not just a little silly idea anymore. I get responses from parents thanking me for the extra snuggles they got that day or for getting to sit with their kid and just kind of disappear and not think about all the stuff going on around them. And I think that that has what has been so amazing to see. We have expanded into so many hospitals across the nation. And I just want to continue because I know the more hospitals we're in, the more families we can provide for. And sadly, we know that childhood cancer isn't going away. There is hope, there's a fight. But in the meantime, we can provide some beautiful moments.
So Jenna, you and I we met about a year ago, and we've done a few projects together over the past few months. And I I just want to say I am in awe of what you've built. I am amazed by this organization, by what it does, by how it's helping families, by how it's helping kids. I I believe in the Love Smiles mission. I believe that you are changing lives. I believe that you are bringing hope to people in some of their darkest moments, in some of their darkest hours. I am so grateful, and I feel so blessed to have the opportunity to partner with you on this project, and to have the Monsters on Mill Street books be a part of something that I think is just incredible. So I know why I'm excited to be a part of this partnership that we're doing. But why are you excited? Why are you excited to work with Monsters on Mill Street? Why us?
Oh my goodness. Okay. The minute I saw Monsters on Mill Street, I knew that these books were special. I knew these books were important. I think that all kids have these feelings, and sometimes it's hard. It's hard to figure out what to do. And I know that for myself and with my daughter, I always think big feelings, little bodies. And they can be hard to navigate. I mean, as an adult, I don't even know how to navigate my own feelings sometimes, right? So I thought when I saw these and I thought about it, and I said, this would be so cool because especially the kids going through this that are, especially the ones who are old enough to know what's going on, they've got to be having such big feelings. And Monsters on Mill Street shows us and gives those feelings life while showing us how to accept them and how to process them and how to make those feelings work with us.
If you could speak directly to the people who are listening to this and who may be considering donating a book, what would you want them to know?
To the people donating a book, know what you're doing. Know that that book you give, you're giving that moment to another parent. You're giving that escape to a child who they need it. And it's extra special. And by donating a book, you're just helping families in a situation that's really, really hard. And it's those little moments that matter so much and the big journey that they're on.
Jenna, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing your journey and the beautiful mission of Love Smiles. Your daughter's courage and your courage and your compassion, it reminds us all how powerful one person and one action and one moment can be in really having an impact on another family, another child, on their lives. Okay, to everyone who's listening to this is your chance to make a real difference. So throughout the month of May, when you pre-order a Monsters on Mill Street book from our website, you will see an option to donate a book to Love Smiles. Be sure to add that to your cart, and we will deliver a brand new copy to a child undergoing life-saving treatment. It's an easy way to spread hope, to spread joy, and, a little bit of monster magic. Our goal is to donate 500 books, and every contribution brings us just a little bit closer. So thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you for inspiring us. And, thank you to everyone who listens to our interview. Thank you for joining us. And so now, let's get those books out into the world.